EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Jackson now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Hines. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second and 9, Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's second down. To throw again, Eason. Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and a throw there going to be incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Airing it out deep for Woods. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Indianapolis.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll look to run with Taylor. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball carrier.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
The goal line.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again. Eason. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return is Hines. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Flush to his right. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Niners 14, Colts 7.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Andy Isabella becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Colts 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now again to Taylor, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Indianapolis.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. First and 10, Taylor now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and
Give him 32 on the play. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Niners 21, Colts 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indiana.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down now. Wiggins. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on third and long. Eason looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach, he'll have stat. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. McLaughlin for the extra point.
Point after.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Niners 27, Colts 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Returnable here for Davis. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I'm coming after you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Eason going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams there. Bring him down.
Williams. A loss of 8 yards on the sack. It's second down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do it.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Darius Leonard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Malik Hooker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
For the 49ers.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the 2nd half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the interception, here's Jackson taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6.
Chase
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
It is good. Makes the score Niners 34, Colts 28. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indiana.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here that is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2. Eason sets to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Jonathan Taylor.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this is 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson lines up and lets it go for 6. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Number 19.
Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point.
Point after.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Good. Makes the score Niners 40, Colts 35. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Wiggins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
4 on the carry.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins
At the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a give, right side. Wiggins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, Eason. That ball complete to Isabella. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check three. He's crossing. He's checking.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 36, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Thanks, someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Andy Isabella, 65 yards. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll run on 1st down. Wiggins. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Colts 35.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
42-yard line.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Andy Isabella, 42 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
At the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 4.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Wiggins, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Made at the 16-yard line.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude. But
blitz coming, and down he goes. Azeez Al-Shaair in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Taylor found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
15. 1st down, Colts.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
56.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Now a desperate. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
85.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 6.
On 3rd down, Wiggins. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
54.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.